dog. All right, did you know people in our state lost almost $60 million to scams and fraud last year? It's such a huge problem.
Yeah, there are some ways, though, to keep your money and your identity safe. John Holt, the president and CEO of Nutmeg State Financial Credit Union, is here to show us how. John, it's so good to see you.
Hi, good to see you both.
I check my account every day. Am I crazy?
No, actually very good.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Tell us the reasons why.
Yeah, so people aren't, and this is a public service announcement, people have to pay attention to their account. We've had situations where people haven't checked their account in months or looked at a statement.
I can't even imagine that.
And what happens is when they look at it, there's all of these fraudulent charges in their account.
Ooh.
And we can't help if it's past 60 days.
Okay, that's a very good point. I never knew that.
There's a law/regulation. So if you have to dispute a fraud charge that isn't yours, you have to let us know within 60 days. And if you're not looking at your statements or you're not getting alerts on transactions.
John, even though I might not use the credit card or do something in terms of banking, I still check my statement every day just because I want to make sure that everything is still status quo.
That's right. I mean, and the alerts can help you, but also looking at your account. And if you don't go online, you should at minimum look at the statement each month when it comes in the mail. And again, you have to do this within 60 days because we have to those are disputes. We have to file those disputes and then reimburse you if they're not yours. And it's a whole research process.
So you really have to stay on top of it.
Really have to stay on top of it.
So phishing and email scams, those are some of the biggest ones that, thieves are targeting your money with. So what can you do to prevent all that?
Well, really, you got to, of course, again, keep looking at your accounts. Don't open emails that don't look familiar. They might look familiar. And phishing scams is when somebody perpetrates somebody else, whether it's a business or a person, you open it, you put in your personal information, and boom, all of that's gone, and then it's too late. So just really stay away from that. And if you're not sure what to do, call your financial institution. We will help you.
How can you guys identify theft programs, and how can the programs help the people?
Well, we have an identity theft program for $1.95 a month.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah, wow. And it's really unique because if you're the victim of identity theft, it helps you restore your identity.
Okay.
It gives you
Yeah,
that's it.
That's
for
great.
A month. And it gives you $10,000 of insurance in case you're the victim of identity theft. We can help you recover your identity, and you get the $10,000 in coverage.
Yeah, so what are some other basic things people could do? The $1.95 deal, that sounds really, really like a great idea. But what are some other things that people can do to stop this? What if they're thinking, well, I can't really do anything because I don't know how to prevent them. But what are some things?
Strong passwords, and don't use multiple passwords for multiple sites.
Yes.
A strong password, don't make them the same password for a bunch of stuff. Not a good thing. Shred all of your documents. Don't share your personal information with people.
And again, I know you guys have that shred event annually. I don't know. That's a really good, good thing to do is make sure everything is shred into pieces so that nobody can get. Like even when I clip up a credit card, when it's done, I clip it up over my name and the account number. I cut the thing into like 16 different pieces.
Right.
And then you want to make sure you have the right spyware and antivirus software on your computer. But it's just good to really, really focus and pay attention on your account. I can't stress that enough. We have seen people lose in the northwards of $80,000 on something like this. And we can only do so much.
That's awful.
So you really have to pay attention to what's going on. I have alerts on my phone. So if I do a transaction with my debit card or an ACH, which is an automatic withdrawal on your account, that transaction, real time, will show up on my phone.
All right. So you have to make sure those things are in place wherever you're doing your banking or keeping your money.
We got about 20 seconds. Difference between a credit union and a bank.
So we're a not-for-profit organization. People that join Nutmeg become owners of the organization, and because of the way we're structured, lower rates on loans and higher rates on deposit accounts.
And speaking of deposit accounts, you're going to help me a little later.
I'm going to help you a little later.
Thank you so much.
Personal banking session here.
John Holt, Nutmeg State's president and CEO. We can't thank you enough. There's all the information, 12 branches across the state, nutmegstatefcu.org. John, we can't thank you enough.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Good to see you.